Good morning students. Today we are going to start exercise 4.2. So in this exercise we will study about square roots. So what are square roots? To understand the concept, let's take an example for 16. So 16 is the square of 4. So that means if you want to find the square root of 16, then it will be 4. Means we take a single number from the pair of which the given number is the square root. So here the square root of 16 is 4. Similarly, if we write 25, then 25 is 5 square. Then square root of 25 is 5. And to represent it in the short form, we write it as this. This is the denotation for root, square root. So, square root of 16, this is equals to 4. Similarly, square root of 25, it is 5. So, this is how we consider the square roots. Now there are different methods to find the square roots. First method is prime factorization. So how can we find the square roots using the prime factorization? Suppose we are given 144. So first of all we will make its prime factors. 144. So 2, 72, again 2, 36, 2, 18, 2, 9, 3, 3, then 3, 1. So these are the prime factors of 144. So now we have to calculate the root of 144. So this can be written as under root 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. Now we will make the pairs of the similar numbers like this. And we will take only one number from each pair. So it is 2 into 2 into 3. So that means the square root of 144 is right. So this is how we calculate the square roots using the prime factorization method. But this method is little bit lengthy. So there is one more method which is the long division method. Long division method. So how do we calculate the squares of the given numbers using long division method? Suppose we are given 529. We have to calculate the root of 529. So to calculate the root, how we find the square root using the long division method? So first of all, we are given 529. So firstly, we will start from the ones place and we will make the pairs. This one pair and 5 is same. So these pairs are known as the periods. So now in this question we are having 2 periods. So now we will start with the extremmost number, that is 5. And we have to find a number whose square will be less than or equal to 5. Now starting from 1, 1 into 1, 1. That means 1 square is 1, square of 2 is 4, square of 3 is 9. So now here this square is larger than 5, so we will take this number. So 2, 2s are 4. Now we will subtract it. It will be 1. Now this whole period will come down. So it is 129. So now here we are having 2. The number in the quotient that you will multiply with 2. 2 into 2, that is 4. So you will write 4 here. Now, here let's consider some number as y. Now we have to find a number y such that 4y multiplied by y here. That will give us the number 129 or less than 8. So, here we have to find the value of y. So, suppose that if we take it as 3, because we want 9, so 3 is the 9. So, if we take 43 into 3, it will give us 129. So, this is what we want. So, that means the value of y is 3. 43 into 3 gives us 129. So, it is 0. So, therefore, the square root of 529 is 23. This is how we can calculate the square roots of the given numbers using long division method. Now let's start the exercise. So in first question we have to find the square roots of the given numbers using the method of prime factorization. Let's take its first part, 484. So we will make the prime factor. Now we know that 121 it is divisible on 11. So that means under root 484, this can be written as root 2 into 2 into 11 into 11. Make the pairs of the single numbers. We will take single number from each pair. So that means under root or square root of 484 is 22. So this is how we can find the square roots of given numbers using prime factorization method. Let's take one more example. Suppose I am taking its third part, first question, 1, 4, 4, 4. Make the prime factors. 2, again 2, 361. Now we have to find out that 361 is divisible on which table. So for this you must know the squares of the numbers as well. So now 361. So it will be the square of 9. You can check it. 1, 8 carry, 9, 171 into 1, 9, 163. That means it is the square of 9. So we can write this as under root 1 4 equals to under root 2 into 2 into 19 into 19. Take one number from the each pair. So the answer is 38. Now in second question we have to use a shortcut method to find the squares manually. Means we have not to do any kind of written work. We have to tell manually that what will be the square of the given numbers. So let's take first part, it is 45. So now here the shortcut method I am telling you that will be applied only to the numbers in which at one place the number is having 5. So here it is 45 square. Now square of 5 is 25. Here you will write 25. Now we are left with 4. So now at 10th place we are having 4. So the number which is at 10th place you will take its successor. Successor means the number at 10th place plus 1, that is 5. So now you will multiply these both numbers. The number at extremmost multiply by its successor, that is 20. So the square of 45 is, you will write this 20 here. So 45 square is 42025. So this is so simple that you can solve it manually. Next, take its fifth part, 125. Again we are having 5. So 125 square. Instead of 5 we will write 25. Now we are left with 12. So here we will take 12 and its successor. So this will be equal to 156. So here you will write 156. So that means here of 125 is 15625. Then in third question again we have to use the shortcut method to find the square roots. Now this method is also applicable only when we are having 25 at the end. So now we know that 25 is the root of 5. So that means the number at one's place will be 5. Now we are left with 6. Now make the pairs of the multiples of 6. Sorry, factors of 6. So it will be 2 into 3. Take the smaller factor. So write it down here. So that means the square root of 625 is 25. So this is how you can find it directly. Take one another example. Let's take its third part. 1, 2, 2, 5. Again we are having 25 at the end. So under root 1, 2, 2, 5. 5 at the ones place. Now we are left with 12. So 12 can be 3 into 4. So from here you will take the smaller factor. That is 3. So that means the square root of 1, 2, 2, 5 is 35. Next in question number 4, we have to use the long division method to find the square roots of the given numbers. So this I have already explained to you. Let's take one example. So now I'm taking its third part. It is 4, 6, 2, 4. Make the pairs. Write it down. 4, 6, 2, 4. So firstly we will consider the first period. So this is near to the square of 6. 6 6 are 36. Now take the division. Sorry, difference. It is 10. Now take this period down to 4. Now the square of 6. 6 2 double of 6 is 12. Now we have to find here that what number we should write here, and such that we will multiply this whole number with that particular number so that we get this number or less than this number. So when we will be multiplying it with 8, that means 128 into 8 will give us 1024. So this is 0. So that means square root of 4624 is 60. Next in question number 5, we have to find the least number which should be added to the given numbers so that the given numbers can be made the perfect squares. Take its first part, that is 3169. So here we will try to find its square root using the long division method. Make the periods. Consider first period. 5 5 is 25. So here we are left with 6. Take this down. So here we will write 10. 5 is 10. Now we have to find a number which we will write here, and we will multiply the whole number with that particular number so that we can get this number or less than this number. But there is no number which we can write here and here so that we get this number. So that means if we are not getting this number, the remainder will not be 0. So this number is not a perfect square. So to make the perfect square, we will find here in second step. So what is the second step? This one. So here we are having, if we multiply it with 6, suppose we take here 6. So we are getting which is less than 669. And if we are taking here 7, then we are getting 749, which is greater than 669. So that means if we add something to this number, then we are going to make it a perfect scale. So therefore we can say that 3169, its root that lies between 56 and 57. Now to make this a perfect square, we will write, in case we have to add some number, we will take the larger one. That means we will consider 57 square minus the given number, that is 3169. This will be equal to 3249 minus 3169. This is equal to 80. That means if we add 80 to this number, then it will become the perfect scale. So this is all.